Hey everybody, this is Jesse B. Gilmore, agency transformation coach and founder of Niche in Control, creator of Leverage for Growth.
And I'm Lucas James, founder of Twiz.io, which scaled from $0 to $200,000 a month with my own agency.
We are the hosts of Leverage for Growth podcast agency leverage episodes. We know that in order to scale your agency successfully, there are multiple shifts that need to happen within the founder's mindsets, skill sets, and leadership styles. We are on a mission to interview marketing and PR agency owners on their journey to 6, 7, and 8 figures and leverage the lessons from their journey to save you time, energy, and money in order for you to get your agency to the next level. If you find value in these episodes, watch the case study video to learn more about Leverage for Growth and how we successfully scale agencies quickly at nicheincontrol.com/case study. That's nicheincontrol.com/case study. You are now listening to Leverage for Growth. Hey everybody, this is Jesse P. Gilmore, founder of Niche in Control and creator of Leverage for Growth. Welcome to the Agency Leverage Edition. Today I am here with Amanda Huddy, founder of Hudson Davis Communications, an integrated marketing communications agency focused on providing best-in-class B2B marketing communication solutions across a diverse range of industries and verticals. Thanks for coming to our show today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Can you tell us a little bit about the history and background of your agency?
Yeah. So we started in 2021. I actually left my corporate job in the middle of the pandemic. I met who is my now husband. We were neighbors and had no idea that the other existed until the pandemic happened. And so at the time, I was the CMO for a really large affordable housing organization. I think they had $8 billion in assets under management. And Nick, who I met through the pandemic, said, you're too good at this. You've got to start your own agency. So, initially, I essentially told him to fuck off. I was like, there's no way I'm leaving my corporate job. Stability is too good. Mm-hmm. But then they wanted to go back to the office. And that was a no for me. I had just, in the pandemic, working from home was just too good. And I had struggled earlier in life with some chronic illnesses. And I just realized that was too important for me to give up. So I left. I actually gave them a month's notice, and I let them know that I would be leaving. And they immediately came back and said, whatever you're doing, we're a client. So if you're starting your own agency, we're your first client. And that was amazing. And so, yeah, that's kind of how it all started.
Cool. Awesome. And has it been 2 years? You've been in business for 2 years?
Just about. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And talk a little bit about what it was like doing that transition from being an employee to running your own agency. Maybe you may have started off as like a freelance and then you're starting to grow a team, right?
Yeah.
What's that been like?
It was really fun at the time, and also probably the most challenging and rewarding thing I've ever done. It was a really interesting sort of learning curve. I initially thought that I would just be consulting, and it just grew faster than I could have ever expected. And so I hired a lot of people really quickly, grew it to a team of 25. We had 40 clients. And it's just been so fun and so challenging, but so worth it. I think if the opportunity presents itself for others who might be looking to transition, I would say, the one thing that really made the difference for me in sort of actually taking that leap was looking at whether or not I was willing to take the risk, number one, and two, would I look back and wish that I had done it? And that was the thing that made me do it. Was I knew that I was going to look back and go, what if, right? And so however you find it comfortable for you, whether it's starting as a side hustle or, jumping right in, if you're willing to take the risk, and it's something that you want to do, just do it. There's no time like the now to do it.
Yeah. One of our guests had said that you can always go back to working for somebody else, but you can't always go back on working for you.
Yeah. What's interesting is we actually, funny enough, now refer to me as unemployable because, we say that I know too much and have run my own business now, but it's you will notice whether or not you like working for somebody else or whether or not you really like working for yourself. And for some people, it's the other way around and they really know that they prefer to work for somebody else. And you'll find out which one you are by doing this. You'll find out real fast.
Absolutely. And so getting to where you are right now, do you still have like the huge employees and a lot of different types of clients?
We don't. So, we've gone through a lot of ups and downs. And right now it's just three of us, four of us, including the co-founder and I. So we are small but mighty. And I'm happy to share with anybody a bit of the journey. There was a lot of stuff that was out of our control. I had a stroke last year. And so much of that downsizing had to do with my ability to function, which was none. But yeah, and now we're on the trajectory back up and it's ramping really, really fast again. So now is really fun because I can sort of do the ramp up again, but I know more now and I won't make the same mistakes twice.
Yeah, and absolutely. And going from employee to entrepreneur and then scaling really fast, there's always a lot of transformation that happens with that. And
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. It's really challenging and you'll find out so many different things about yourself. I found out how resilient I am. I had no idea that I was so resilient. But now I know that when I get hit, I'll get back up no matter what. So that has been really encouraging.
Absolutely. So for anybody that's listening, what advice might you give somebody that maybe has gone through some type of big transition? Maybe they scaled up really fast and they had to scale down and they're kind of building back up. There's that kind of resilience, or even just someone who's trying to make that change. They're in corporate America and they're deciding, hey, do I want to be a business owner? Either one of those, whichever one resonates with you.
Honestly, it would probably be a little bit of both. My biggest piece of advice, at least what has resonated with me the strongest, is when someone tells you who they are, believe them. You are going to, whether it's in the corporate world or as an entrepreneur, you're going to encounter a lot of different types of people. And one of the biggest mistakes that I made was to not trust my gut. I had a lot of initial strong feelings about different folks, whether they were partners or, consultants or all these kind of other things, employees. If you have a gut instinct about somebody, don't ignore that. That is just so, so important. And looking back, I really wish that I had.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's those things that you only learn through experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can read a book about it, but you're like, that's not going to help.
Yeah. And it's always going to come at you in different forms. And it's so easy to feel like you need to be doing more and more and more and more. So those are kind of my two big things that I've learned is when someone tells you who they are, believe them and believe them immediately. If they give you any sort of early indicator that something is off, believe that immediately and get out of it as quickly as you can. And make sure everybody always signs their contracts. That was something that, it's easy when you're growing so fast, it's easy to miss little things. And so, for folks who might be growing really fast, take the time to slow down. That I really wish that I had done. And I'm used to such fast-paced environments, and that's kind of where I thrive. Sometimes slowing down is the best thing that you can do. So slow down, don't miss those little things. Have fun when you get hit, get back up. And don't let yourself feel like you're not doing enough, whether it's in corporate or not. As an agency owner, it's so easy to go, I should be advertising here. I should be doing this. I'm not submitting for enough awards, and whatever it is that you're doing, it's already enough. Agency owners definitely have a lot coming at them quickly. And so what you're doing is enough.
I love it. It's kind of like self-love. You got to give yourself self-love as an entrepreneur, because if you're looking for that externally, it's not going to come. You got to give it to yourself.
Yeah. And permission, as an entrepreneur, it's so easy to stay connected these days. So it's so easy to be on your phone, no matter where you're at. But for me, that turned into real bad burnout real fast. And so really sort of do take that time for yourself. You'll need it and you'll appreciate it.
Absolutely. So what are you excited about? What are you working on? What are you excited about in your agency over the next maybe 1 to 3 years?
I am super excited. So one of our big focuses this year is reporting and making sure that our reporting is better than anybody else's. And that has been going really well. And so I'm really, really excited about that. We really do have industry leading reporting. And then we are just getting so excited about new technologies and emerging industries and all that kinds of stuff. So we're working on how we can use AR as a part of marketing materials and how we can advise clients who are thinking about entering the AR, AI, ML space. And so really just sort of heading that direction is really fun and really exciting for us.
Awesome. So what's the best way for people to get in touch with you, or do you have any offers for them to take advantage of?
I mean, I'm always happy to speak to folks. We don't have any offers, but we are Hudson Davis Communications on all the things. And I am real Amanda Huddy on all the things. I think except LinkedIn, I am just Amanda Huddy.
Cool. For anybody that's listening, I'll put all the connections for Amanda in the show notes. I just want to thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. This is so fun and what a blast. And congratulations for you to give this type of resource to both, folks in the industry and agency owners is phenomenal.
My pleasure. Agency owners, if you want to transform your agency to sustain and grow without your direct involvement, where you can stop working in the business and switch to working on the business, where you can regain control of your time, delegate effectively, get paid what you're worth, and have your team run the day-to-day, go to nicheincontrol.com/case study right now to learn more about Leverage for Growth. You can book a free strategy session with us to look at your systems, understand what needs to be done in order for you to scale, and get a free strategic plan for the next year to live the life of entrepreneurship that you've always dreamed about. Go to nicheincontrol.com/case study. That is nicheincontrol.com/case study now.